lifestyle care your top priority. Remember, we always have choices. You can be proactive, not reactive. Reactive is, I've had the heart attack and now I have to do this and this to recover from it. Being proactive is living the life so that that doesn't happen. Do you want to be crisis care motivated or lifestyle care motivated? Our culture is designed to be crisis care motivated. Our healthcare structure as it is right now is crisis care driven. Okay. We have a certificate to give out if you guys want to, any of you want to book your first appointment as a new patient this evening. We will give you the certificate which entitles you to basically your entire first visit on us. Now, to let you know a little bit about what chiropractic has done for me, I was born in the mid-60s when the common guru of obstetrics here in Maryland had touted this technique of putting the mother out completely under general anesthesia and then yanking the baby out with force tips. So it was supposed to be easier on the mom and easier on the baby, and the mother didn't feel a lot of labor pains, and there wasn't the trauma of coming through the birth canal and all that kind of stuff. Well, I guess he was in a rush the day he delivered me. I know I was born in the middle of a snowstorm, so I have no idea what was going on. But I do know that for the beginning of my young life, I always had an indent right here. My mother called it my light bulb because it would turn purple when I got mad. And then by the age of 3, I was suffering from horrific migraines. By the time I was 12, my parents, the house we were living in as an adolescent and teenager, had this big, huge cedar closet in the basement that you could walk into. By the time I was 12, I had put a rollaway bed in there, a pillow and a sleeping bag, and I would literally hide in the cedar closet for days at a time because my migraines were so bad. I needed to be in the coldest, quietest, darkest place in the house. And that was the coldest, quietest, darkest place. And I did that until I got married at age 22. I hid in this cedar closet, sometimes for a day, sometimes 3 days, but this was my life. The headaches would become so debilitating that I'd be in the cedar closet. I started chiropractic care about 15 years ago. And in the midst of the initial part of the care, I was sent to a neurologist who did the first MRI ever that I'd ever had, and discovered that my brainstem had been pulled out of the shaft it's supposed to be sitting in the delivery. So the forceps delivery moved the brain plates enough that the brainstem dropped out of where it's supposed to be, and that's what was causing these horrific migraines. I've now been migraine-free 10 years. I've been under Dr. Littman's care almost 11. Took me about 8 months of consistent 3 times a week being adjusted to be migraine-free. And now I'm at a point where I can adjust it about once a week, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending on what's going on, but I try to average at least once a week. And I have not had a migraine or even a major headache in a decade. I consider it a miracle.
Very cool.